Hello, Star Munchers. Max here, back playing Terra Nil. I'm gonna do my best on this one. This is actually going to be my third attempt of Volcanic Glacier. The reason why I keep coming back to this level and just restarting it is because the learning curve for this level in specific is pretty difficult, and I keep messing things up in the early game that make it pretty much impossible for me to complete it later on. So we're just gonna do this again, and I'll show you what my thought process is. Begin by using seismic detonators to cause fissures to erupt, bringing lava to the surface. Use geothermal plants and solar amplifiers to melt snow, allowing you to clean the ground beneath. Detoxify the polar ocean, as it is also a source of life. Alright. So, one of my biggest problems is that I keep on screwing up the temperatures and making it impossible for me to succeed. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start with a seismic detonator up at the very top. Right where this thing is. Which gets us some lava, which is great. And that's fine, but everywhere that lava touches, it makes the exact area around it not workable anymore. Like, everything will just burn if it's there. So you sort of have to pick and choose what you're doing. You have to be careful about where you're putting the lava, because if you go overboard, you're not going to be able to grow grass there anymore. So instead of using all of these at once, all the seismic detonators, which is what I was doing before, which apparently was really stupid, we're going to be a little bit more strategic about this and not connect them up immediately, but make it possible for them to be connected up later on if we want them to be, because we're going to need more lava tiles later. So we're going to think of these as little investments. This one we do want to make a lava flow, so let's just do that. There we go. But we don't want to go overboard. The reason why we need these is so that way we can create geothermal plants. And the first attempt that I did not put near enough of those where I needed them. Okay, so let's start with this. Let's just start detoxing as much as we can, because the benefit of the geothermal plants is that they give you way more energy than the other stuff. Like, a lot more. So, if we're careful about how we do this, you know what? We might actually have to... We gotta melt all this snow first, I think. Actually, let me see if that's true. Yes. We do need to melt the snow. So I guess we do need to just focus on getting the geothermal plants up and running. Alright, when does the snow melt? At 0 degrees Celsius. So we gotta keep on... See, the lava naturally flows and will, like, connect stuff up anyways. I'm just trying not to go too gung-ho for starters. So maybe what we do is let's throw one of these down. Connect that. Put one of you down here. And then slingshot this direction. Just like that. And then see if we can't meet this. There we go. Because we need just enough lava to make this map work. But I keep on goofing up and doing the wrong thing, so... Alright, snow melts. That's step one. Alright, we need to immediately pump the brakes on the lava stuff. Now that the snow's melted, now we can come back through, and with reckless abandon, we can just start greening stuff up the way we need to. So just keep on struggling to find the proper rhythm for how to do this. That's mainly a me problem. But if we're careful about this, I should be able to get it on this try. I'm fairly confident we can do it this time. I am really having a lot of fun playing this game, so I hope you guys are still enjoying it, because I'm having a blast. All right. We need to also clean out as much of this water as we can, for starters, because we'll need that for cloud seeding later. But also, we just got to clean up the stuff anyways. It's all going to have to get cleaned up. All right, come back through. Make sure that we have stuff oriented the right way. There we go. Because once we get some of this in order, we'll be in a much better starting position to do some cool stuff later. So, like, I wish... Let's do this. Can we send some lava that way, I wonder? Kind of. Yeah. Perfect. This is what we need right there. All right. Now let's green up some of this. Flip you around. The problem with the lava, though, like I've mentioned, is the fact that it does make the stuff immediately around it just burn up immediately. So I failed last attempt because I went way over the top with the lava. So much so that there weren't enough tiles to actually get greened before they would just burn. Which was on me. It was because I was trying to come up with like time-saving devices, and I ended up making basically an impossible challenge for myself in the process. What else is new? All right, let's do that. All right, let's get some greenery down here. Throw one down here. Yeah, this level in specific definitely has a challenge to it. And I'm looking forward to meeting that challenge now that I semi-understand what I'm doing. There we go. Step 1 is complete. Next, increase biodiversity by growing tundra on the highlands. Start fires to create ash on which to grow forests. Freeze lava flows to create rock fields to grow lichen. And use monorails to create kelp forests in the ocean. Okay. So I wasn't able to make it past step 2 on my first attempt. Because again, I goofed. And I didn't have enough lava for myself. This time I'm not so worried about that. Because now I kind of know what to expect. So, now, I think we could easily create more lava flows. Not only that, but also raising the temperature will help us unlock some stuff. All right. So let's try and get some of this lava flowing down. There we go. Now that we already got all the green that we needed, now I can create more lava and not feel bad about it. All right. Another thing that we can do is we can put little pins in this to help us keep track of what we're trying to go for. So, like, we need to increase humidity. For that, we got to lower the temperature, so we're not worried about that for now. We're only worried about bringing the temperature up and bringing the humidity up, and then we'll super cool everything. So yeah, in both cases, temperature and humidity need to go up in order for good stuff to happen. All right, so let me think this through real quick. Let's throw some extra power wherever we can because we need it. I didn't connect enough of this stuff up last time and it bit me in the butt. And I don't want that to happen again. All right, can we get power like over here maybe? Okay, sweet. All right. I feel like that should be enough space for us to do rocks and stuff. Okay. So we got to increase the temperature. Let's focus on increasing the temperature and the humidity. So the way that we do that, there are multiple things we can do. For humidity, it's this, but we need to clean up the water more in order to do that. We got to keep detoxing the water. Let's keep detoxing it. See, just by doing some of this simple stuff, we're already unlocking stuff, which is great. I wish we could put stuff right there, but it doesn't look like we can. All right, let me think this through for a second. There we go. So we can put a detox over here. That's what we want. It also lowers the radiation levels, or the toxicity levels, which is what we need anyways. Because once we get snow going, all of this stuff is going to be put back the way it belongs. So we need higher humidity. Fewer temperatures comes later. So let's keep raising the temperature and the humidity. Let's get some cloud seeding going. Okay, that's good. Got both of those taken care of. Icebergs form, we're not worried about that for now. Ivy overgrowth, we got to keep on getting it higher. Same with the temperature. That's later. Snowfall is once the temperature's back down. So that we still got to raise the temp. So this should raise the temperature. Let's do that there. Oh, that was a waste. I did that in the wrong spot. What else is new? Where else can we do that? Let's focus on cloud seeding for now, actually. Wherever we can do it. Okay, there's that. What else do we need higher humidity for? Okay, we got that. Just looking at humidity for the moment. All right, we got that. We're past that. I think We're good on humidity. So now it's just going to be getting temps up. Or snowfall begins once the temperature drops. Right. So migratory birds, they need more temperature. So let's take a look at this. That lowers the humidity. Igneous heat sink. That forms rock, which we're going to need. Radial excavators, interesting. So we can like move, we can sort of terraform the ground if we need to. We need to just put as many of these things down as possible because we are going to need all the power we can get. All right, let me think this through. So we got to raise the temperature. All right, well, if we just plonk this down. All right, if we use the dehumidifier and then start this on fire. Well, first of all, just do that. And this. Did I just undo all that? I did, didn't I? Okay, I just need to dehumidify it so that way I can set fire to it. There. Let's start with a control burn. There we go. Let's jump up a level. Sweet. We got that going. All right, where else could I do that? Where else could I dehumidify and then burn? Up here? Doesn't really do me a lot of good. Neither does that. All right. Let me quickly just think this through for a second. Let's take care of you. Flip you around. Okay, we got that going. Let's put this down. Okay, that's doing surprisingly well for us. Okay, we need to dehumidify, but we might need to make some rocks real quick. We might need to do that. But we don't want to go overboard because it's extremely, extremely effective and can cause problems later on down the line. So let's do this. Because it will just destroy all this. Basically rendering this useless from this point on. But it also gave us rock. And we need rocks to dehumidify. And then if we do you again. We might need to construct another one of these nearby. Burn you. Which that should work just fine. I don't care if it spreads. Because one thing that happens when it snows, the grass is constantly growing back, and when you're trying to do a controlled burn, everything just keeps coming back over and over again, which is really annoying when you're specifically trying to burn an area. So it's almost better that we're doing this now instead of later. Alright, so we're good on forest for now. It's very far apart from each other, so I'm not sure I like that, but whatever. So now, if we want to raise the temperature, we can use a combustor to raise the temperature. right, let me see. So we need to lower the temperature for that one. We need to raise humidity for that one. We got to lower temps. So now we just got to raise the humidity, which we can do that some more now, again. Now that we have rock by the water. That should probably be my metric for how to do this. If I have to use the igneous heat sink, I might as well do it by the water. So that way I can actually use the cloud seeders properly. So I didn't really do that the first time, and that was a mistake. Okay, what needs? Okay, you're the one. So let's do another cloud seeder, or let's do a heat sink thing. I want it as far away from that as possible. Uh-oh, we're capped out on that, which isn't great. Can we burn all this down? All right, let me think this through for a second. Where could I put you that would actually catch? Or we could just try and put another one of you down somewhere. All right, hopefully that wasn't a huge mistake. All right, set that up. And then we have power again, which is great. So now we can put a cloud seeder down. All right. Was that the last thing that we needed the humidity to be high for? I think it was. Okay, snowfall begins. We got to get the temperature down, but keep the humidity up. Okay. So, for this, we got to lower the temperature. So for that, we can use the flash freezer. The flash freezer should do nicely for us here. We can use it down here. Okay, icebergs form. We got that. Snowfall begins soon. We just gotta finish freezing some of this stuff. Okay, snowfall begins. Okay. This is gonna be a game changer, and this time I feel like we have enough lava that we can actually do what we need to do. So is that everything? So then Aurora is just, we gotta get lower than 5%, which this is about to happen. It's really, really cool. Once we do end up getting snow, you guys will be able to see all the toxicity sort of leave everything, which is super cool. All right, let me quickly see. Do we have any spaces we could throw one of these down? That'll raise you up a little bit. Okay, that's good for now. That probably won't last necessarily. Okay. Let me just double check what we got here. So Aurora's the next thing. So we just got to keep on purifying the area. There's the snow. So this should purify a lot of stuff for us. specifically the water. Just watch that number drop. We're about to unlock Aurora, which is so cool. There it is. We unlocked it. Here it is. Look at it. Oh, it's so pretty. I love that. All right, so this right here is where I got stumped last time on the lichen, because you need a certain amount of rock in order to make this happen. So, we have lots of lava. We just got to be careful about how we do this, because we unlocked all of this, so we're good. I'm not even looking at that anymore. Now it's all about fulfilling these, the tundras. The tundra, the kelp forest, and the lichen. So I'm going to do the lichen first, because it's the one that gave me trouble the first time. So, igneous heat sink will convert all of that to rock, because we don't need it anymore. Just got to be careful, because the first time I didn't have enough power to be able to spare all this. We do that. We do this. Change all of that into lichen. Okay, so now, before I do all of it, let's get an algae greenhouse going. Gets us 90. Takes us about halfway there. So you see how much lichen you need. Okay. So we need more stones. That's fine. We're going to do that down here. This time we're just going to take it in steps this time. All right, all that's lichen now. Sweet. All right, we're going to do it over here. And then immediately throw this down. All right, we're getting close. This time I feel like we're going to have enough left over, which is what we need. Okay, that takes us over. Sweet. Okay, so lichen's done. Boom. Easy. So now we just got to make the tundra, which I got to remember exactly how we do that. It's a U. So right now, it's too humid. High ground, greenery, irrigator. Got it. So we got to lower the humidity down, which we can do that with a dehumidifier. We have tons of rocks. So we just got to not waste all of it. Okay, 4%, 5%. That's good. Got to dehumidify all this stuff. Okay, let me just make sure I'm doing this right. It's the best way to decrease that is just dehumidifier. Okay, I can handle that. Because it's not destroying our lichen or anything like that. Just don't want to take up all the stones because we need that. Now we gotta drastically decrease this. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do another one of these. So that way we have more surfaces for the dehumidifiers, and just cross our little fingers and hope that we're not doing this wrong. 3%. 4%. Okay, we good yet? Yeah, now we can do this. All right, we need to put an irrigator as high up here as we can. There we go. So that way we can immediately turn it into this. We're gonna have to make more forests, but that's okay. All right, so, oh no, wait. Where's our lichen? Where's our lichen? Why is that decreased? All right, that's fine. We're just gonna make more. Okay, do not go away. I need that. I'm so paranoid about losing all that. Okay. This time, we're gonna do it right. And we're going to throw one of you down. But I guess first we should probably dehumidify. But the snow's gonna be a problem because we need to burn. And maybe if we can make a forest over here, that would be good. So we need to dehumidify over this direction. And then burn it. But we gotta wait for the snow to stop before we do that. Because again, I don't want to screw this up. So maybe what we do while we're waiting for that is we start working on the kelp forest. So we need the monorail system. Which requires rock, of course it does. Okay, that's a good start. Is that in range? Uh-oh, I don't think that first one's in range. That's not good. It's very hard to see through all this. Alright, we might have to sacrifice more of our lava. That's alright. It's served its purpose. Okay. So now we can work on forests, and we gotta do this quick. Before the snow starts back again. So we need to dry this out, grab you, immediately throw you down, burn you. And that should take care of a bunch of buildings over here. Because a lot of this is on the same level. Then we can come back through once you're done burning and put more forest tiles down. And that should get us all we need of that. Alright, so now it's just lichen we're working on. Alright, so connect that up. Connect you to here, and then you to here. Okay, so let me see how this works again. Kelp forest. How does this work? Move a building in range of this. Okay, right click on it or left click on it. Okay, so we need to move. How do we move the lichen? All right, hold on. I might need to consult the book on how to do this. Volcanic glacier. Use monorails to create kelp forests in the ocean. Okay, how do I do that? Oh, wait, that's the kelp thing. So we can move that right there. Let's watch it happen. There we go. Sweet, we got polar bears. Oh, and that did a ton for us. Okay, that's great. Okay, where's another one of those kelp things? Because that took us most of the way of what we need. All right, where's another one? I put one down here. Let's just click you. Where's one of the kelp things? Or it might be... Where did I put one? Oh, right here. Duh. Okay. We can move you to right there, which will probably get us the rest of the way there, I think. There we go. Minecraft rocks. Create rock by causing lava and river to meet. Use your monorail system to recycle your buildings. As you do, encourage polar fauna to remain to keep ecosystem in balance. Alrighty. Whoa. We have so many buildings to recycle. We also got a lot of new toys. Allows use of relocating of animal groups for a hefty cost. Okay, we got owls now. Alright, well, the first thing I want to do is the classic, which I have found does an insane amount to help speed this process up, is just to give the animals access to different levels, so that way they can traverse as much as possible. It's unusual, the fact there's like no rivers or anything. Alright, animals with all needs met, 7 out of 7. So we're good there. So now it's just a matter of building the monorail systems to do what we need to do. Okay, what's in range? So, are you in range? You're in range. We just need to build out and sort of follow the rivers of lava back to their source. If we can get as far up here as possible, that's probably a good start. Back in there, we could probably use one of you there. One of you right there. Is there any other place I could connect it to over here? There might not be. Alright, this monorail system is going to be a little bit jank, but what else is new? What were you expecting? Because it's alright to have tons of these, because they're all going to get packed up anyways. Just make a whole spider web of these. I don't care if it's not necessarily the most efficient way. This is the way we're doing it. We'll make any adjustments that we have to on the fly. Alright. Let me take a look at this again. Recycling beacon. So that's the first one. Let's see how much good that does us. Should do a lot. We also have quite the trip to make to get all the way up there, though. Where's the monorail? The little monorail thing. Oh, right. We need to put this down somewhere. Forgot about that. There it is. That's what we needed to do. Forgot that step in the process. Also, I forgot that we can just use the recycling silos as well. Okay. It's a neat start. Alright, so if we get you close enough here, that's a good start. And then we can pack you up. And then pack you up, probably next after it. Okay, there we go. Just a matter of alternating back and forth between all this stuff. Just putting, as long as the silos are like within a certain distance of the monorails, we should be good to go. Worst case scenario, we come back through and reconfigure some of this stuff. That's okay. We're going to be able to get a lot of this stuff. There we go. Pack all this stuff up. I wonder if you can toggle those little indicators that they automatically put, like, right towards the end. Because towards the end they put them, and it's extremely helpful when they do, but it would be nice if you could toggle the little indicator thing on earlier. Because if you just backtrack these, that should work for the most part. Grab you, grab you, grab you, grab you. This part is really fun, actually. Like, I didn't think it would be. I thought it would be more frustrating, but it's really not. All things considered. And man, that Aurora Borealis stuff is so cool. All right, 16. Keep going down. All right, so I see. I've got to collect you. Oops, we might have to reconnect this real quick. Over to you, so that way we can pick you up. Don't want to forget about you. All right, this is what I'm talking about. All right. All right, got you. Everything else I think is relatively achievable. There we go. All right. Now it's just a simple matter of grabbing you. And let's grab you. Make sure we get everything. Got you. This level was way more difficult, but I like games that have challenges like that. So the main thing was, like, it just took me, I had to, like, restart, like, full restart, just because I set myself up for failure in a way early on. But this time, I kind of know what I'm doing. And because of that, I was able to have way more fun. All right, we're good to go. Let's move on. This was definitely more of a challenge, but I welcome that. And if the game continues to increase in difficulty, for me, it increases the enjoyment. This one was definitely a spike in difficulty, but I mean, come on, you gotta have a little bit of a challenge, and it really does look pretty. So that's gonna do it for this episode. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.